Look at him stuffing his face there. Enjoying his pizza and... Oh, we've been spotted. We've been spotted. We've been spotted. Hello guys and welcome back for episode 5 of the Rams Revival. I am Fennan, I make up one part of Gondor Gaming. So, as always, before we get into today's episode, just a quick friendly reminder to go check out the previous episodes if you haven't already, just so you can see how far I have progressed with Derby so far into this series. So, today, yet again, we have 2 massive games. In fact, we have the 2 teams that make up the 7-side derby. First up, we've got Bristol City, and then we have the journey across the Severn Bridge down into South Wales, where we face the Bluebirds, Cardiff City.
The beacons are lit! Gun knuckles for it!
Okay, so just before we get into the games today, just a quick recap as to how we did last time out. So, we did play Manchester City in the Carabao Cup 4th round, comfortably beaten 3-0. Wasn't too bad considering I said that anything less than 5 was an accomplishment, and we managed to do that. And then we went back to the league where we had a home game against Blackburn Rovers, who are currently fighting for playoffs, and unfortunately came up short 4-3 at home. We in fact it was quite an eventful game. Blackburn had gone 2-0 up. We then overturned that deficit. We then went 3-2 up, and then as you can see there, Blackburn scored late on through Umar Niasse, even scoring a hat-trick as well, which is quite surprising considering he couldn't hit a barn door for Cardiff. Then between that, off camera, we've had an okay November, if I'm honest. We started off November with an absolute bang. 4-0 win over fellow strugglers Barnsley. With Colin Kazim-Richards getting 2 on the board in that game. And then from there we've kind of been quite a steady ship. We've had 3 draws in a row, up to the point where we lost 3-1 at home to QPR, unfortunately. It was another one of those games. It was quite like the Luton game in the last episode. It just, nothing went our way, and didn't take our chances, and we paid the ultimate price for it, and they were both late goals. In fact, all of them were fairly late. The first goal scored in the 69th minute. Nice. Right, so Bristol City away. Love to see it. Let's get into it, shall we? I've got to make a few changes. Probably start Eberselli for Burn, as he is out injured. So we're going to bring him off for McDonald. As you can see here, we've got the return of Christian Bielik, who has been a long-term absentee for us. He is going to go straight into that midfield with Max Bird, just so we can move Jason Knight up into attacking midfield with Louis Sibley and Josviak on the wings, and then with Tom Lawrence leading the line. So it's nice to have him back. It's nice to be able to move a couple of players around, so just so they look a bit more comfortable. Apart from Byrne missing from injury, he's going to be out for another couple of weeks. We do have another long-term absentee returning as well, who occupies a place on the bench, Graham Shinney, who we did have at the start of the season and then was ruled out for 2 months or so. And apart from that, everyone else looks pretty fine and dandy, and I think we're good to go. Let's do this. Come on, boys. I do not want to see failure from this result. It is not an option. I think we need to show everyone what we're all about. I agree. And so do some of the players, especially Richard Stearman, who is inspired and motivated. Quite nice to see from at least one of the players. We are away from home though, so don't know what to expect, but Bristol City, I believe, are lying in 14th in the table. So they're not having the best of seasons themselves. They usually tend to be one of the teams that end up being a playoff contender, but not to be the case, fortunately, this year. Right, Max Bird, lovely ball through to Jason Knight. He needs an option in the middle now. Tom Lawrence, and we've taken the lead 4.5 minutes in. The Welsh boy himself, he hates Bristol as well. Tom Lawrence is a blue, is a blue, is a blue. Tom Lawrence is a blue, he hates Bristol. Beautiful start, love it. More of that, please. And that takes us up to 3 points. We are no longer in the negative point zone. So, okay, was nearly a quick fire equaliser, and thankfully that was scrambled off the line. We've got another highlight again. Christian Bielik playing a loose ball, which has ended up turning over possession. Now O'Dowda coming down the left flank for Bristol City, who gets a ball in, headed clear, not far enough. And, oh God. Oh my word. Another shot cleared off the line. It has been a very, very shaky start. Despite going 1-0 up, we don't look comfortable. We've got another highlight again, looking to be in our favour, but that depends on if we keep possession or not. Eberseli just about keeping hold of the ball there, still under immense pressure, and there is Bristol City turning over possession, but thankfully we've won it back. Long ball forward out to Jazmiak, doesn't get anywhere near it, and once again we lose control of the ball. Richards coming forward now for Bristol City, going an awful long way, shouldn't have got that far with the ball. It's honestly, what a very bipolar start. We got a corner here now. Tom Lawrence's ball in, flicked on. Oh, and Curtis Davies is headed over from 6 yards out. Oh my word, the highlights are just not stopping. I would very much like half time, please. Not another highlight for... No, I could save, and there it is. There's the equaliser. Callum O'Dowda, first goal of the season, of course it is. When is it ever not their first goal of the season? So it looks like we're going in at half time on level terms instead. We're doing fairly well, but it's just like we sat back since we went 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes. And now Bristol City have a corner. 53 minutes gone, and it's headed home by Rob Atkinson. And now we've got a mountain to climb. Let's offer some encouragement. Here we go. We're going straight from kick-off here. This could be incredibly good or incredibly bad, as always. Sibley finds Jason Knight, loses his man. He's got a good chance here. He's put it wide. How do you put it wide from there? Goodness gracious! I can't believe that. He should be hitting the target at the very least from that distance. And here they come again. A ball over the top. That's Narky Wells, isn't it? 3-1, and it is Narky Wells with his 11th goal of the season. I wouldn't mind someone like Narky Wells leading my line. I just can't seem to find the goal-scoring striker. A consistent one, that is. Right, I need to make changes. We're going to have to go in. Go at them, throw the kitchen sink, get stuck in. See if we can change our fortunes in these last 25 minutes. I'm going to have to make changes as well. Right, who are we going to get off? Eberseli doesn't look too good. We're going to get him off and bring on Mr. Cornell MacDonald. I don't think he's featured a lot this season. He's pretty much our third choice in right back. It's good to have him. Kamil Jozwiak is on a 6 rating, so he's absolutely coming off. Ravel Morrison will take his place. And anyone else? I think we'll leave it like that for now and just see how this game plans out in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, actually, you know what? I should have got Bielik off. I think he was only able to play 45 minutes. He's ended up playing 3/4 of the game. My apologies, Christian. We'll get Andrew Shinnie on. He needs some minutes under his belt. Get him some match fitness. This is horrific. Absolutely horrific. I really hope we get something in January where we can add reinforcements to the squad. Because at the moment, it's just so hit and miss. We get one really good result and then we'll go on a winless run of probably 4 to 5 games or so. And starting off on probably the worst outcome there. A 3-1 victory for Bristol unfortunately. That takes them up to 13th. We are still on 0 points. We find ourselves 16 points behind safety. So, and I must say, if I check again, yeah, look, we've made it. It's 5 without a win. The last win was the 4-0 hammering against Barnsley. If we look at the table, we've played 21 games. We're almost at the halfway point, and are 16 points behind Stoke, who are in 21st. So we really need to start taking points from wherever we go. Whether we do that, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. I'm going to go play Blackpool now. I'll see you back at the Cardiff City game. In fact, before I get to Blackpool at home, we have a third round draw of the FA Cup to have a look at. Let's see who we get in the third round. It was nice to get the third round instead of the first round, as we did in the Carabao Cup. So we could pretty much get anyone or everyone here. Rotherham I wouldn't mind. Crewe I would not mind. Leeds absolutely not. They got Cardiff, bloody hell. Are Cardiff going to repeat history like they did back in 2002 or 2003 they did it? When Leeds were top of the table of the Premier League at the time and Cardiff were down in the old Division 2. Came out 2-1 winners. What a day that was. Coventry, no. Millwall, no. Blackpool, no. Burnley, absolutely not. Would be a good payday if we did get a Premier League side, as we did in the Carabao Cup with Man City. Chelsea at home. Ooh, no. Chelsea, Man City. That's an interesting draw. Leyton Orient. I wouldn't mind Leyton Orient. Nope. Bristol City. Please don't give me them. Crystal Palace. Ho ho ho. No Watford. Not Reading. Not Birmingham. Not Fulham. Not Borough. Not Blackburn. Oh my, we may be one of the last names out of the hat. Gillingham I wouldn't mind. Nope. Not Huddersfield. Definitely not Newcastle. Derby County. Who we got a home tie. Who are we going to get? So who's still in it? Liverpool is still in it. United are still in it. Oh, Swansea is still in it as well. Norwich, also Premier League side. Villa. Oh, who do we get? Okay, home at against West Brom. That will not be an easy game. Okay, we are back now for Cardiff City away. Now, in the meantime, like I said, I was playing Blackpool at home, and again, another poor performance. Just left off where we started against Bristol City. Again, had a lot of opportunities on goal, but we just end up getting more yellow cards than goals at the moment, it seems. So, yeah, Blackpool, again, kind of wiped the floor with us. The scoreline was pretty generous, so to speak. And now we got to go away to Cardiff, who are in 16th at the moment, and just got to hope we can get some points off of them. I am going to make a change though to the formation in terms of what we're going with. We're going to drop Bielik back into holding midfield with Jason Knight and Max Bird in front of him. And then the back line, as usual, Kelly Roos in goal, Nathan Byrne, Richard Stearman, Curtis Davis and Lee Buchanan as the back four. Josviak down on the left, Sibley on the right, and Tom Lawrence as our false nine. So, can we get any points here? I'd like to think we can get at least a draw. Just anything that kind of gives us some form of momentum going forward. But because at the moment, we're running out of games, guys. We're running out of games slowly but gradually. Let's get into this, shall we? Bielik is, yeah, he'll be fine. He's just had a bit of a long layoff. Speaking of long layoffs, we've lost Craig Forsyth for 8 to 10 months due to damaged cruciate ligaments. So that is our versatile defender on our bench gone for the season. So we've just got to make the most of what we got now available. So we're going to go with a cautious approach for the first half at the very most, I reckon. Maybe the very least. Who knows? Depends on how we play. And at the moment, we've got possession, just not getting any opportunities off. There again. Kiefer Moore's through now for Cardiff. That's a good save by Kelly Roos. Again, still looking shaky. regardless of what we play, the morale is just at an all-time low at the moment. Kelly's barely punching that clear of our 18-yard box. James Collins with the header thankfully beats the goal. Massive let-off so far for us. And again, another highlight. Doesn't look to be in our favour. Look at Cardiff City with a new centre-back. Wish they could do that in real life. Lovely ball forward. Can Max Berg get to it? No. Just too far and too close to Alex Smithies to claim. And again, now here come Cardiff on the break through Ryan Giles down the left flank. Beats Nathan Byrne ever so easily. A cross goal, and Kiefer Moore has broken the deadlock. I think we're just going to have to try and... Let's just go back to what we were doing. Move Jason Knight forward. I'm running out of ideas, guys. Any suggestions any of you have watching, please leave them down in the comments. I need all the help I can get. So for those that are familiar with this challenge, please let me know how you managed to do it, if you did do it. And again, nothing going in our favour. Ryan Giles here again. Bielik's won it really well though. Max Bird out to Josviak, finds Buchanan. Goes back inside Josviak, switches the flanks out to Byrne, who can take... Go on, take him on. Take him on. Ball in. Jason Knight, what a finish! And that's more like it, boys. 1-1, back on level terms after 25 minutes. This is better. Much better. Let's drop some encouragement. We want more of that. Come on. We can take them, boys. So, yeah, as it stands, still 16 points from safety. Which is why we need to take as many points as possible. This is literally the halfway point game. But that was much improved since going 1-0 down. We have dominated possession so far. We just want more goals than anything. Is that Mohamed Diame? Sorry, can I check? It is Mohamed Diame, a 34-year-old Mohamed Diame in the heart of the midfield for Cardiff. Can you say something, Stuart?
Yeah, he's going to score against you now.
He could. Yeah, he
Just
could.
checked
Well,
his stats.
he could. Here he is now. Plays it back to Sean Morrison. Over to... They got Omar Bamidele, the Irish centre-back from Norwich. They got him. Ryan Giles' ball in, and Kiefer Moore with a massive opportunity. Got away with murder there. And again, highlights are non-stop at the moment. Lovely. Oh, just about reached to it there, Curtis Nelson. Nathan Byrne picking up the loose ball, going down the right flank. Goes back to Bielik, back to Byrne. Ball comes in, and Jason Knight, I believe, has just hit the woodwork. Again, almost deja vu of his equalising goal. That the near post and rattle it into the roof of the net. Unfortunately, just a little bit too high this time, and it meets the woodwork. Cardiff with a corner here now. Ball comes in, and Kiefer Moore, thankfully, is headed over. He's the last man you want to be leaving unmarked in the 18-yard area. Here's Josviak, who's picked up from a goal kick. Going down the left flank, loses out to Perry NG, who clears his lines. And now Cardiff are back on the break through Kiefer Moore. Thankfully can't find a through ball to James Collins, I believe. Ball comes forward. We've now got possession, which is nice to see. Can we make something of it? Lovely ball by Bielik. Tom Lawrence from distance. Wasn't far off. May have just had Smithies beaten, but unfortunately beat the goal as well. Let's make some changes. Nathan Byrne has had a wonderful game so far. He's on a 7.7 rating, but he looks absolutely knackered, so I might just have to bring him off. Get Eberselli on, and Josviak hasn't had a good game. I think we'll get him off, and we can move... Who should we get on? Ravel Morrison can go out there, and then we'll make another change shortly. Let's offer some encouragement. I do feel we can get something from this. Right, final change. Who are we getting off? Let's get Max Bird off. We'll get Graham Shinnie on. And then I'm going to be very ballsy here and go very attacking at them. That's how confident I'm feeling right now. Famous last words. Get some more encouragement in there. Come on, 5 minutes to go of normal time. 4 minutes added on. Anything going to come of it? Nothing to come of it. We come away from South Wales with a point. Not that bad. Still 16 points clear of relegation. Well, we're not clear of relegation. We're nowhere near clear of relegation yet. We are still in the dumps, right at the bottom. So Stoke have now dropped down into the relegation zone as Reading have climbed out. My word, they were the other team that had a points deduction. Nowhere near as severe as Derby County, but they have overcome their deficit. Fair play to Reading. Respect to you. Whoever's in charge of Reading, please show me how you did it. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to look at the schedule and check our upcoming fixtures as to who to play on the next episode. Now, just looking there in January, we have a home game against Sheffield United, who are, again, another team that are a little bit too good for the Championship. I remember we played them away off camera and they absolutely wiped the floor with me, so I feel that's a good game to start off with, and then we'll leave best for last and play the second derby of the season, this time away against Nottingham Forest. That's what we're going to do. And that's it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for upcoming content. Also, to make sure, have a look down here and here, everywhere. Make sure you're following us on all platforms. Myself and this one here, we stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We play Football Manager over there, so please make sure to go check us out on Twitch, and make sure you're following us on Twitter, just so you know when we are going live. Once again, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!